What's up, YouTube? Do you find it hard na i-discipline yung sarili mo and yung habit mo hindi siya consistent? Like, you're doing things to achieve your wants, your goals, pero yung activities mo, yung inputs mo, hindi mo siya nagagawa. Like, for example, you want to have a passive income monthly and you don't do the things that you have to do, like kailangan mo mag-prospecting, kailangan mo mag-create ng funnels, ayusin yung sales process and everything. But once you think of the task na gagawin mo, parang di ba? Hindi mo na siya gagawin. Nakakaantok, tapos like mag-procrastinate ka na lang. And did you know that the richest or sabihin natin, the wealthiest land on earth is in the graveyard. Because in the graveyard, there are a lot of dreams buried there. Billion dreams buried there. Kasi dahil sa procrastination, because procrastination is the assassination of your destination. I heard it from somewhere, right? From unknown. So, again, procrastination is the assassination of your destination. Kaya, graveyard is the richest or the wealthiest real estate on earth. Kasi, maraming naka-bury, okay? Maraming naka-baon, okay? Maraming naka-libing na pangarap doon na hindi na natupad and it will never happen. Ngayon, if you want to materialize your dreams and maiwasan yung maibaon, maihukay, mailibing yung pangarap mo and it will never happen, maiwasan yung mga yon. You have to discipline yourself and you have to make a habit. Yung mga activity objectives mo is magawa mo, mga task, okay? Very important para mangyari yung outcome na hinahanap mo. Okay? So now, in this video, I'm going to show you how can you discipline yourself easily without effort, na hindi ka masyadong nag-iisip like, ayoko na naman tong trabahong to, like itong task na to, diba? Nakakatamad, diba? Ganun tayo kadalasan. Okay, but in this video, ipapakita ko sa'yo kung paano siya ma-eliminate easily, very smooth, and build your habit, right? So, I have this quote from Unknown. What is discipline? Yun ang tanong muna natin. Let's build up the groundwork first, no? Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. So, it's from Unknown, alright? So, that's the meaning of discipline. It's choosing between what you want now and what you want most. So, it is not a problem about your discipline, like yung consistency mo sa paggawa ng mga dapat mong gawin. Okay, it's not the issue. The issue is, clear ba sa'yo yung gustong-gusto mo ba talaga? Or maybe yung gusto mo is like nakita mo lang from somewhere, then they are selling you the idea that you have to have that thing. Like kunwari, mayroon ka nakita lifestyle ng isang tao, meron siyang mga properties, sasakyan, luxury car, luxury accessories, and everything. And now you think, ito yung goal ko. Ito yung gusto ko. Gusto makuha din mga yun. The question is, yun ba talaga yung gusto mong mangyari, gusto mong makuha? Or, illusion of freedom, illusion of achievement, yung nakikita natin? So, it could be an illusion. And dahil sa illusion na yon, once we start thinking yung mga dapat gawin to achieve that outcome, tinatamad ka na. Have you ever experienced that kind of event na gusto ko na sakyan, gusto ko ng luxury lifestyle, I want this way, I want everything, I want to travel across the world. Pero, pag mag-start na ng trabaho, start na ng grind, start na ng pag-start ng approach ng ibang tao, you start to sell people, start to create visibility in your social media, you start on managing their people, inventory and everything, you start to shut down, no? And then mag-procrastinate na lang. So, Ngayon, if na-experience mo yun, obviously, you don't have a clear goal, a clear outcome. Okay? Ano ba talaga yung gusto mo? You have to be aware of yourself. Yung ano ba yung magbibigay ng fulfillment sa'yo. And by the way, fulfillment, you can achieve fulfillment through your purpose. Only in your purpose. Okay? Without purpose, you cannot have fulfillment. How do you achieve or how do you find your purpose? You can find your purpose, no? But before I answer that, no? Hindi ka nilagay dito sa mundo para mag-aral, magtrabaho, tapos enjoy yung pinagtrabahuan mo under the sun and then die. That's not the reason why you are here on earth. Hindi yun yung purpose mo. So, how do you find your purpose? You can find your purpose by understanding the one who created you. Once you understand the one who created you, you will understand kung ano yung i-appoint niya trabaho mo, yung purpose mo on this earth. So, to keep it simple, no, para hindi naman maging Bible study siya kasi we're not going to dive in sa scripture muna. Gaano? Because we're going to answer the discipline thing. Alright? So, you have to seek the kingdom of God first. You have to seek the kingdom of God first and His righteousness so that you will let God to be the sovereign king of your life. In that way, the one who created you, you will receive an instruction, divine guidance for what you have to do. Okay? Very simple. Okay? So, that's how you find your purpose. Medyo malalim. Okay? But again, that's how you get, or that's how you have that's the only way for you to have fulfillment. You have to find your purpose. We'll discuss it in other video. Okay, going back. Fulfillment. Magkakaroon kang fulfillment if you know yung talagang gusto mo. So, ano ba talaga yung gusto mo? So, let's read the example here. If you are on a diet and decide to eat a piece of chocolate, you're deciding that the instant fleeting pleasure is worth it more than your long-term goals. Okay? So, kung nasa diet ka, and pinili mong kumain ng mga bawal na pagkain, okay, para lang sa instant gratification, okay, mas worth it ba yun sa long-term goal mo na maging fit ka? O hindi? If you know that being fit on the long term, more likely, you will avoid yung mga bawal na pagkain sa'yo. Same with finances. If you know that saving money or investing your money, saving and investing your money, hindi mo lang siya save syempre. Very clear ka kasi you can use the money later on for the long-term use, for the long-term goal. More likely, hindi ka magiging impulsive buyer. Like, you save and then spend it into something na magbibigay sa'yo ng instant gratification. Kapag ganun yung habit mo, it is a sign that you don't know yung goal mo, very, very vague. Alright? So, you have to know clearly kung ano ba talaga yung gusto mo in the long term. So, obviously, one piece of chocolate doesn't immediately translate to gaining weight, but it sets a precedent that over the long term does change your body in such a way that it reflects your preference for what you want now, not what you want most. So, yung instant gratification, like you eat a piece of chocolate, hindi ka naman tataba. Like, inisip mo, hindi naman ako tataba agad. But that is the biggest mistake, one of the biggest mistake of people. Okay? Akala nila, yung maliit na bagay, it doesn't affect them. But they don't know, they don't understand na yung maliliit na bagay na yan, over time, okay, pag ginagawa nila yung bad habit and over time, instant gratification over time, magugulat na lang sila like, uy, lumaki na yung katawan ko, laki na ng bilbil ko. Alright? Other people, trabaho ako ng trabaho. Wala naman ako naiipon. Saan kaya napupunta yung ipon ko? Saan napupunta yung pinagtrabahuan ko? Hindi ko nakikita. Ganon yung mga nararanasan ng ibang tao because of instant gratification. And bakit sila bakit nila pinipili yung instant gratification? Because they don't have a clear outcome that they want. They don't know what they desire. Yung talagang desire nila. Hindi yung fake desire or like, alam mo yun, na-entice lang into something. So each time you make a choice that favors instant gratification, your behavior signals that you have weak motivators. If your reasons why were strong enough, you'd be less likely to go with what you want now. Ayun. So kung yung reason mo is strong, kaya nga yung want most mo ano yung want most mo talaga? Kung yung want most mo talaga is yun yung reason, effortless na matatanggihan mo yung mga bad habits and automatic yung discipline mo sa sarili mo. For example, sa akin, what I really want the most 5 years ago is I don't want to work for money. Yun yung principle na meron ako. Bakit ayaw kong magtrabaho para sa pera? Because money, okay, depreciate over time. Nagde-depreciate siya agad. And bakit ko gagamitin yung time ko to exchange of money na nagde-depreciate? So, my time is a limited resource and money is a limited asset that depreciate over time, and then yung money na yun will be spent on limited liabilities that depreciate again. So let me illustrate it to you guys. So time, no. Time, right, is a limited resource na i-exchange sa limited asset that depreciate over time. Right? And ito yung ginagawa ng karamihan, no? The limited resource, exchange to limited asset that depreciate kasi nga inflation. And then yung perang kinita nila, nakuha nila, na-accumulate nila will be spent on what? Let's make it a good car. Right? So, limited liabilities and nagdi-depreciate. Yan yung kadalasang ginagawa ng maraming tao nowadays. Exchange your time, limited resource, to limited asset, financial asset that depreciate kasi nga of inflation. And then, ibibili nila into something na nagdi-depreciate, limited liabilities. And then, hahanapin nila ngayon kung saan na yung pera nila. Ngayon, going back. That's my reason why I don't want to work for money. I have to learn how to make money work for me. At the same time, how can create money without using my time? So I learned that I can use my creativity to create money. How? So I have to create an offer, a business, the funnels, the sales process, the offers, the stories, the hooks, and everything, lahat, the systems, the business system, the website, the marketing, lahat yun isipin mo. But, before kitang ma-overwhelm sa mga yun, let me lighten up. No? I learned that I can use my creativity to create money. Very simple. I have to use my creativity, anong create ko? I have to create an offer. An offer is something na pwedeng i-take ng isang customer or hindi in exchange of money. So now, I can use my creativity to create money. Now, I'm using I'm using an unlimited resource. So creativity. This is a unlimited resource kasi I can be creative as much as I can, as much as I want, no? And then this unlimited resource, creativity, will be exchanged into limited assets. Okay? Financial. And then, so on and so forth. Ngayon, hindi masasayang yung oras. So that's, again, going back. Circle along tayo. So that's my principle. Okay? Ngayon, Pag nagtrabaho ako, naghanap ako ng trabaho at sumahod ako, that's instant gratification. Kaya I always tell to other people who wants to hire me that I don't want a salary. Okay? I often tell them that if I'm going to work for you, don't pay me. Yun lagi ko sinasabi. Don't pay me. If I'm going to work for you, don't pay me any salary. Okay? You don't have to pay me anything. Just teach me something. And the lesson, the teachings, the learnings that I learned from them, it's something I can use to create something again, create value that I can exchange into money. So, ayun na. Understanding, sabi dito kanina, a strong reason, no? If you have a strong reason, madali lang i-reject yung mga bad habits, yung mga hindi makakatulong sa'yo in the long term. Okay? So, that's number 1. You have to be clear kung ano ba talaga yung gusto mo. Ang gusto ko, ayoko mag-work sa pera. Ang gusto ko, yung pera nag-work sa akin. And in that way, naiwasan kong mag-apply ng work. And 5 years, I haven't tried per hour. No? I'm not saying that per hour or working to a job is bad. But that's my personal preference only, no? If you love your job, you love your career, go for it. Okay? Kung dun ka masaya. Eh, hindi iba-iba tayo ng gusto. So, yun lang naman. Okay? A little bit is disclaimer, no? Baka sabihin nyo, you don't, I'm trying to make you quit your job. Okay? Ngayon, sabi dito, that's my strong why. That's my strong why. Na-explain ko na. That's the reason why I can reject yung mga instant gratification, which is salary. For me. Okay? Ngayon, imagine a straight line. On one end, there's the satisfaction you get from what you want now. Straight line. Okay? On one end, nandun yung satisfaction mo. Okay? Na gusto mo ngayon. Okay? So let's draw it, no? Para maintindihan natin. Line. Tapos sa isang end, ito yung want now. Want now. That's that correct? Yes. And on the other end, there's the satisfaction you'll get from what you want most. You want most. Okay. So, if the two ends are close to each other, meaning you only want what you want most a little bit more than what you want now. So, pag pinaglapit daw natin, no, mas pipiliin mo yung you want most instead of want now. So, pag pinaglapit daw natin yan, want most and want now, okay, mas pipiliin natin tong want most. So you have to see it like this one para hindi ka maligaw. Okay? It says here, you'll have a problem delaying gratification. Okay? If on the other hand, the thing you want most, okay, is so much more rewarding than what you want now. Kung mas rewarding tong most, yung want most mo, kaysa sa want now mo, you'll have an easier time resisting the temptation. Oh, okay, that's nice, no? That's really nice definition. Kapag pinagkumpara mo, pagkumparahin mo, define mo, ano ba yung gusto mo ngayon? Ano din ba yung pinakagusto mo talaga? Ngayon, ilagay mo siguro yung mga gusto mo and yung gusto mo ngayon. Para makita mo, ano ba yung mas rewarding for you? Ano yung mas matimbang? Okay? Kung mas matimbang sa'yo ito, yung want most, and oftentimes, these are long-term goals na hindi mo makukuha agad-agad, pero worth the wait kapag nangyari. Now, kapag pinag-weigh-in mo yan, okay, tapos nakita mong mas rewarding to, more likely, automatic mo nang i-reject yung mga to, yung instant gratification, yung want now. Okay? So, let's continue reading. to achieve your long-term goals, no? Make sure that the satisfaction you get from what you want most is always much stronger the satisfaction you can get from what you want now. Okay, so para ma-achieve mo yung long-term goal mo, dapat daw yung makukuha mo sa what you want most is stronger than what you want now. Dapat mas matimbang siya para ma-achieve mo yung long-term goal. Kasi it's not easy task to achieve your long-term goal. It takes time kasi kaya nga siya long-term goal eh. Pero, again, pag nakita mo kasing worth it yung antay. It doesn't really matter na yung want now eh. Just like what happened to me. I don't really yung want now ko dati is I need money kasi may utang ako ang kailangang bayaran to my sa school. I badly needed money. Okay? Pero I know what I want the most. I want to have a free time, a free life, like, you know, free from work, free from slavery, right? Modern slavery. That's what I want the most. And alam ko mas matimbang yun kaysa sa magkakaroon ako ng sahod agad. So I spend a lot of time figuring out kung paano ko yun ma-achieve yung long-term goal. And here, look at me now. This is just an example, guys, na kung saan I already achieve what I want the most and still, okay, pursuing it. Okay? So, yun yung kailangan mong tandaan. Mamaya, i-ano natin. Okay, that's the lesson here, no? Now, how can you apply this thing in your life? It could be in your finances, your health, relationship. Okay, let's say in your finance, your wealth creation, long-term goal. Okay, let me clear this one. Give me a moment. Yeah. So let's say may long-term goal ka. The long-term goal is maybe you are a parent. Sabihin natin you want to secure your kids' future. No, gusto mo may punta sa kanila, like hindi sila mahirapan financially just like yung experience mo before. Kasi as a parent, as someone na mas matanda, may experience na natin yung mga pangit na bagay and we don't want to experience yun ng mga ating mga anak. So let's say your goal for your kid is to make sure or to make them retire early. Kasi who told you to retire sa 65 years old or 60 years old? The government, right? What if you can make them retire as they go 18, sabihin natin, mag-retire na sila mas maaga. So let's say your kid is 6 years old. Okay? 6 years old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's say your long-term goal, let's say sa 18 niya, 18 years old, you want your kid to have or before 18, 18, dyan na yung magka-college, no? You want to have a extra fund for their education. Okay? Pag-aaralin natin kasi it's your responsibility as a parent. So, 18, 19, 20, 21, okay? 22, okay? More likely. Sabihin natin 4 years to 5 years mag-aaral siya sa college. Okay? Siyempre, may OJT pa yan. Now, during this time, sa 6 to 18 niya, okay? Ito yung medyo crucial na part kasi marami kang want now for them. But what do you want the most for them? Baka pag-aral, baka pagtapos. Diba? Ngayon, titimbangin mo yung perang sinesave mo is mas worth it bang gamitin ngayon or itabi mo for their future. Weigh-in mo siya. Now, if you weigh in, mas worth it, like mapapagaan yung buhay mo. Let's say you are 40 years old, 50 years old. After ilang years, baka may work ka pa ba noon? What if something is, or your savings is the one helping you paying their college fees. Diba? So, in that way, you're going to save up. Now, you were going to sacrifice yung mga instant gratifications for the future. Ngayon, mas worth it for you. It will keep you focused sa long-term goal. Okay? Kasi you understand kung para saan yon. It's for this one. Ngayon, the savings, sabihin natin, you put it into something na continuously growing siya or like binibigyan ka niya continuously ng return. Okay? Halimbawa, the strategically saving na ginamit mo. After siya mag-graduate and your kid wants to start a business, okay? You want to give him a play money business. That is what I call them, no? Play money business. Kung saan ito yung play money na pwede niyang gamitin. Okay? Masunog niya man yun o hindi, or masunog niya man, it's totally fine because next year, you're going to have another fund from your savings. Okay? It's possible, okay? Ngayon, to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, okay? 20, yeah, sabihin na, let 22, age 22, nag-start na siya mag-experiment sa business, find yung sarili niya, hanapin yung sarili niya, kung saan ba siya belong, paano ba yung buhay niya, or sino ba siya, okay, sa business field. Okay? Now, because of the savings you did dito sa 6 to 18 years, ilang years yan? It's 12 years, no? 12 years. Okay? 12 years of saving, okay ka na dun sa college fund. Okay? Kasi naintindihan mo, worth it. Ngayon, magbi-business siya 2020. Okay? So on and so forth. Ngayon, yung savings mo nakapagbigay pa rin ng yearly fund, play money fund for your kid to experiment. Okay? And then after that, yung anak mo sabihin natin, mag-asawa na siya, is going to start a family around like 28 years old or 30 years old. Okay? And from that saving that you allotted for your kid, nagagamit niya pa rin still. And so on and so forth. That's the long term. If you understand yung long-term goal mo, yung long-term payoff, if you sacrifice your instant gratification, and you weigh in mo, na mas matimbang, okay, yung want most mo, kaysa sa want now mo, your discipline is automatic. You don't have to force yourself, like disciplining yourself, eh. It's about perspective na, okay, this is what I want the most. No one can take this away from me. Kahit yung mga instant gratification na yan, hindi yan yung gusto ko. Okay, if you think like that, your discipline is automatic. Your habit will follow. Okay? Doon na papasok yung habit mo na you don't have to force your habit na, okay, this is my habit na kailangan kong gawin para ma-achieve ko to. No, you don't have to force it, no? And this applies yung principle ng auto-suggestion. If you know the auto-suggestion principle from the Think and Grow Rich, it's like automatic, auto-suggestion. Like, if you know what you want the most, okay, this is what I want the most, lagi mo sinasabi yung sarili mo. And once na may temptation na dumating sa'yo, nope, that's not what I want, this is what I want the most. That's automatic, auto-suggestion. In using the principle of auto-suggestion, you're going to avoid temptation, instant gratification that can kill your destiny, your want most, okay? And you're going to start to plant the truth, plant the seed of truth, okay? Plant the seed of wealth, okay? Abundance, yung tamang dapat mong itanim, automatic na siya. So, by doing this, again, number 1, you have to understand, you have to be aware of what you want the most and weigh in yung want most mo from yung want now mo. And from there, kapag mas matimbang yung want most mo, yung long-term goal mo, you can achieve that by having a auto-discipline, auto-habit. Right? So, I made that right now. I just made it up. Okay? So, that's how you discipline yourself without effort, okay, without forcing yourself, and achieve your long-term goal easily. Peace out, Cub Scout. See you in the next video.